What is the biblical controversy surrounding Haggai 2 verse 7? The controversy surrounding Haggai 2 verse 7 revolves around different interpretations of the verse and its implications. In this verse, Haggai prophesies about the coming of the Messiah and states, "And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts." Some interpretations suggest that the phrase, "the desire of all nations shall come," refers to the Messiah, who is the ultimate desire and hope of all nations. This interpretation aligns with Christian beliefs about the fulfillment of this prophecy in the coming of the Messiah. However, other interpretations focus on the phrase, "the desire of all nations shall come," as referring to material wealth or treasures rather than the Messiah. This difference in interpretation has led to some controversy and debate among biblical scholars and theologians regarding the true meaning of Haggai 2 verse 7 and its significance in relation to the coming of the Messiah.
Historically, who are the traditional commentators on the Bible who perceive the desire of all nations of Haggai 2 verse 7 as a Messiah? Many Christian commentators and theologians historically have interpreted the desire of all nations in Haggai 2 verse 7 as a reference to the Messiah. Some of the notable commentators who have held this view include 1. John Calvin. The Protestant reformer and theologian John Calvin interpreted this passage as referring to the coming of the Messiah who would bring fulfillment and blessing to all nations. 2. Matthew Henry, the famous English commentator Matthew Henry, viewed the desire of all nations as a reference to the Messiah who would bring peace, prosperity and salvation to the entire world. 3. John Gill. The Baptist theologian John Gill also saw the desire of all nations as a messianic prophecy, pointing to the coming of the Messiah as the ultimate fulfillment of this promise. 4. Adam Clarke. The Methodist theologian and commentator Adam Clarke likewise interpreted Haggai 2 verse 7 as a messianic prophecy, identifying the desire of all nations with the Messiah who would bring salvation and blessing to the world. These commentators and many others throughout Christian history have viewed Haggai 2 verse 7 as a prophetic reference to the coming of the Messiah.
There is a belief that the Hebrew word desire in Haggai 2:7 and the names Muhammad or Ahmad have the same root. How is this argument articulated? The argument that the Hebrew word desire in Haggai 2:7 and the names Muhammad or Ahmad have the same root is based on a linguistic comparison between the Hebrew and Arabic languages. In Haggai 2:7, the Hebrew word for desire is hemdat, which is derived from the root word hamad, meaning to desire or to delight in. In Arabic, the name Muhammad is derived from the root word hamd, which means praise or commendation. The name Ahmad is also related to the same root word hamd and means highly praised or one who praises. The argument suggests that there may be a linguistic connection between the Hebrew word for desire and the Arabic names Muhammad and Ahmad due to the similarity in the root words and their meanings. However, it is important to note that linguistic connections between different languages do not necessarily imply a direct historical or religious connection.